Fullerton, California. Excited to have top 11 players on tour here with us. This is our second quarterfinal singles match of the day. 2 more to follow later. In Fabio, we have Thomas Carter and Conrado Moscoso at this match today.
Well, Paul, thank you for joining us here at the booth today. The SoCal Open Racquetball Championships here in Fullerton, California. I got to tell you, it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, Paul. It's
That's right.
awesome because quarterfinal action and semifinal action today, just pro singles.
That's right.
Pro doubles, is the finals are already set. That's for tomorrow, Sunday.
Got it.
All right?
Yeah.
So right now, Conrado Moscoso won the coin toss and he elected to be the first server. So let's see how this fares. Thomas Carter, of course, coming off a fantastic upset yesterday in the round of 16s versus Rodrigo Montoya. That went 11-8 tiebreaker.
Yeah. That's a fantastic win for Thomas.
Oh,
Definitely going to be keeping some fire in that belly for this match. He's going to need it for Conrado. Conrado's got the fantastic serves.
That's an ace serve right there. That's
off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, you know, serve for Conrado is one of his ultimate weapons. He's really good in the serve.
Yep.
But Thomas, though, he's left-handed. So let's see how this works.
It'll be interesting which side Conrado decides to focus. That's another ace serve by Conrado Moscoso, bringing him 2-0 in this first game. But yes, you're right. I think Thomas is he's gonna have to figure out what the groove is gonna be for where he plays his strengths and where Conrado is gonna be pushing him.
The serve from Moscoso. Of course, want to thank everybody for watching, tuning in. Please like our posts, share our feed, and keep following us on social media here throughout this great racquetball weekend here in Fullerton, California. Also want to give a shout out to the ladies. LPRT is playing in Maryland this weekend.
That's
so I want to
right.
give a shout out to them for the ladies and the tour.
It's a good pass by Thomas, but even better put away by Conrado. It's tough. I mean, you had him moving around, and it's good on Conrado's part, getting his footwork there, and he's able to put away a ball in the front.
Moscoso to the serve again. Second serve.
That's what I like to see. Some different, more diversified serves, especially coming to a lefty. We'll be able to see how much strength he can play.
That's what I was going to tell you. That lob from Moscoso is deadly.
Yeah.
They did a mid-height, though. It's a good shot. Carter, side out. Yeah, so we've known that Conrado also has a very good lob to the right. And you saw how that just stuck to the wall and just Thomas went on full offense like that.
Yeah. It's hard to get those balls. They just stick on the wall. Wallpapers are always problematic. You got to just throw that ball back up to the ceiling or just do something with it. But yes, that lob serve.
Paul, do you hit those or do you just scrape the wall and kind of dig it out? What do you do?
Depends how close it is. If it's a true wallpaper, you got to just kind of slice it with the wall, go with it. It's really hard to get like a perfect angle with the ball, so you kind of just got to get it up. Something defensive with it most of the time. But again, when it's a little up, then you can kind of go for some more action on it. Put some heat on it.
It's a reset by Moscoso.
Good rally here. Unfortunate. I thought that was a skip ball by Thomas to end that rally. But it was a good long rally. He's staying in it. Balls are a little high, but to be expected from the pace that Conrado's putting.
Yeah.
And I'd be curious to understand how many times Thomas has played Conrado. I don't know if it's been that many times.
What about adjustment, Paul? For example, we're in Southern California here in Fullerton. We're at sea level.
Yep.
But, you know, Moscoso trains mostly in his country of Bolivia where, you know, it's 9,000 feet of elevation.
Yep.
Now, how does that come into play you as a pro player as well?
Yeah. I think it has to do with there's multiple factors. The ball, we're using the gearbox black ball, number one. Number two, we're on concrete walls. So what I've seen is that it kind of cancels out. Typically, like if we're using a Pro Pen purple, that'll be super fast off the concrete.
Yeah.
Here, with the gearbox black and at sea level, it tends to even it out. So we're playing, you know, obviously speeds are ranging from 100 to, you know, 140, right, throughout the rallies. So that's fast in and of itself.
Yeah.
But allows Conrado to just continue to put pace on the ball. That's a great put away by Thomas. It allows Conrado to just stay at the pace. I think the biggest thing is going to be for Thomas to adjust to that pace.
Okay.
Because Conrado's just serving bullets, and they just glide over that line. They don't bite, so it makes it hard to adjust off the serve. But that said, he had a great game against Montoya, and Montoya's hitting, you know, arguably just as hard as Conrado is, if not a little softer. But and he's staying in it. Obviously, score is 5-0, 0 serving 5 here. It's early first game, though. You know, it's always a toss-up to see how players fall into their grooves, and where the errors come out just like that, you know. Quick errors, that's a point on the board.
But I like that serve from Thomas to Conrado. It made Conrado uncomfortable enough to miss that shot completely.
That's right.
So expect that serve to be used again in a tight spot.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when you're playing,
wow,
it's a great get. Two bounce call.
Double bounce call. He called it. The referee just stopped the match.
Yeah.
Remember, we have sideline judges for a quarterfinal action, so if there is an appeal, we have judges to appeal to.
That's right. If the players disagree with the call that the ref makes, they do have the opportunity, like Fabio was saying, to appeal, and it goes to the line judges.
I believe that the left side judge is Alex Bear, and the right side judge is Jordi Alonso, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a great crack serve. Setup, not a setup.
Oh,
Like
Conrado
that.
missing. We're talking about being uncomfortable, and that was a great ceiling shot from Thomas. You know, Conrado didn't want to wait for that shot. He just wanted to go for it on top. But unfortunately, you know, going backhanded over your shoulder is not an easy feat to do.
It's a tough wall because at the angle that it's coming down, it almost forces you to treat it like a wallpaper.
Yeah.
But if you let that come off the wall, it's a tough ball to put anything on. It's the balance between getting it before it hits the wall. That's a great return by Conrado. A tough ball, too. In the box here. Coming to more of, I think, where the players are finding their groove. Thomas is a bit more comfortable with the pace. Is more confident on the serves, throwing them to the left, to the right. Obviously, Conrado's settling in. We'll see where these drive serves go. To the left. Conrado serving 5-1. The second serve coming with a lob.
There you go. That's the high lob that I told you about. That's really dangerous.
Yeah. Very strong ball. Gets him a lot of good results, just like this. Like, you know, the game of racquetball is making your opponent feel uncomfortable throughout the rally so that you can get the opportunities for you to shoot.
And not just that, is that gives Conrado enough time to position himself in the best spot in the court so he can go for that third shot.
Exactly.
Now he's going for that drive serve.
Yeah. Favorable return. Good get by Thomas in the front. Another good get.
Oh, Conrado had to cut that one off.
He's got an opportunity.
Down the line winner, Conrado.
Good effort by Thomas. Yeah, I like seeing these longer rallies, forcing your opponent to move around, hitting the lines, using the pass shots, and yielding favorable outcomes right now for Moscoso, who's able to control the pace and stay up front when he wants to and move Thomas around.
So just to remind everybody, after this match, Jake Bredenbeck will take on Andre Parrilla 15 minutes after the match is over.
It's fantastic. Well, stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good one.
Wow, Carter. Wow, I didn't expect that shot, Paul, to be honest.
I love that shot. Just out in front of you, forehand, go to the reverse pinch. It's a dicey one. If you miss it, you're in a bad position. But if you put it away, it's nice.
Carter with a drive serve.
I thought that was short. Yeah, short ball.
Short ball called.
Alan Natera our head ref for this quarterfinal match.
Wow, Moscoso just killed that wall. That was like shoulder height.
That's a great shot.
Wow.
That takes a lot of, it's tough. To get that angle, you have to be on your front foot, but then also angle your racket so it's going to the left. That's a hard ball to do.
And not just that, it takes a lot of hand and eye coordination to pull that shot just the way that he did, and just kill it in the corner.
Yeah. Because again, just like that Thomas's reverse pinch in the previous rally, you leave that ball up and you're in trouble.
Wow.
It's a great pass by Thomas as a response to Conrado's pinch rollout. As I take a look behind us, Fabio, you're right.
Yeah.
It is packed on, as they call it, Super Saturday. We have our
Super Saturday.
quarters and semis, the pro singles here at the Fullerton Pro Stop. I think Thomas is looking for maybe a court hinder or a skip ball. I don't think either of those were in play. Alan Natera also agrees it was a fine rally. Conrado gearing up for another bullet. Yeah.
So just to give you a quick idea, everyone listening, tuning in, Paul, check this out. Of course, thank you for Pro Racquetball Stats, Mr. Todd Boss, who gives us this whole information, everything we need. So right now, Moscoso leads the head-to-head versus Thomas Carter. Historically, they've played in the tour 2 times. Conrado has won both times.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So historically, Thomas has not won against Conrado yet.
But you know what? The last time that these two met was March 3rd, 2024.
Okay,
That's
so
nearly a year ago. Nearly a year ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's over a year ago, I'm sorry. And that was, Conrado won 4 and 5. He won 2 straight.
Okay.
So a year and a half ago.
We'll see how the difference fares. That's a great shot by Thomas. It's tough to do. It's more of a chest high.
Of course, that tournament, the Minnesota Hall of Fame, is happening next year, Paul. That's going to be at the end of February, beginning of March in Minnesota.
It's going to be fun. Going to have to get there. Playing out in some events. Slowly but surely, Conrado's getting points, but just like that, an error awards Thomas point number 2, and Thomas goes to take a timeout, and so will we.
So Thomas takes a timeout, and we will too. We'll be back here in about a minute on IRT Live.
Operated Corporation has been producing the finest continuous gutter machines in the United States, building the highest .com. This is Alan Ackles for Manufacturing Marvels.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the 2025 SoCal Open Racquetball Championships for the IRT. I am Fabio Soto along with Paul Saraceno. Paul, so timeout taken by Thomas Carter. I think it's a good timeout here. What are your thoughts?
I agree. Problem is, Thomas hasn't been able to get a lot of momentum in this game, in this first game here. And with Moscoso trailing by 6 points, it's in a more of a balance, trying to keep the balance here and give him some momentum so that he can get some points and force Conrado to make some more errors. Right now, I don't think he's putting Conrado in
Enough pressure?
Correct. I don't think there's not enough pressure being applied, and that just puts more pressure on Thomas to be perfect, right? And you don't want to be having to play perfect. You want to play at your peak, which isn't perfection.
So Thomas will start us off with the serve here, and still in game 1. Remember, the winner of this match will take on Kane Wazelenchuk later tonight in the semifinal.
That's going to be a good one, whoever it is.
That's a miss right there. Thomas. Broken ball.
I was going to say, it didn't look like a skip.
Yeah, it didn't.
Oh, missed that throw. Good thing I'm not a baseball player.
Oh, good thing. The way you threw that ball, you should be playing for the Colorado Rockies.
Thanks. No comment. No comment.
Anyways, warm-up ball right now was a mistake. Carter again to the serve. Let's see if this didn't break Thomas's momentum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you take a timeout and you have a broken ball immediately. It's 10, 20 seconds between, you know, when you wanted to start your serve, and we'll see how it fares. And Alan Natera calls a screen serve, so we'll have a second serve. You know, all of this plays into the head games of both players.
Oh,
you know, Thomas wanting to get that momentum, but he's getting stalled by a ball, by a short serve, timeout. So we'll see if he can stay in it. And then, same thing for Conrado.
Is he going to get a voidable?
I hope not. Alan Natera calls a replay.
Yeah.
Some contact in the middle.
Yeah, I was staring to see if he was going to get an avoidable.
I know. Dicey sometimes. If the player can get their feet set and show that, they've had a shot, might be able to sell it.
There you go.
Quick error by Conrado, awarding Thomas point number 4. Just like that. Interesting thing is, Thomas isn't forcing Conrado to hit crazy shots. Conrado is the one more making the errors here. And so, there's error number 3 for Conrado. And just like that, Thomas is kind of back in this game by playing more steady state and letting Conrado make the mistakes. Short drive serve to the right. Interesting choice going to Conrado's forehand. But I'm sure Thomas has a plan in there. Second serve. Lobs Z to the right. Short, so that's a double fault. Unfortunately, it's going to happen to the best of us, but not the ideal time for Thomas as he's working to get back in this game. Conrado up to serve 8, serving 4. Nice. And Conrado showing some disappointment at that skip ball.
Yeah.
I would be too. The fire isn't there right now. And that he's playing a little more lackadaisical, causing errors that are a little more unforced. I think it's just because, the pressure, he's in between. It's like pressure on, pressure off, and that difference makes you feel as a player.
Yeah, and that messes up your consistency sometimes, mentally.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it feels like he should be making more balls and getting more points, but, until he turns on like that.
Wow, what a great cross-court backhanded by Moscoso.
It's a great shot.
Wow.
Shoulder high off a high ceiling ball and puts it in the opposite corner, opposite line. It's tough to get for Thomas, who again is the lefty. He's going to be playing that backhand
So I'm just hearing some comments from the crowd, and they want to see, Conrado obviously win and face Kane later on today.
Yeah.
It's erratic.
Yeah.
Moscoso had the whole right side of the court in his favor. Of course, his partner, Karim Carrasco, kind of help him in his corner.
That's right.
Looking at it, taking some advice. And it's a good thing to, Paul, as a pro player, tell me, how cool, how important is it for you to have someone in your corner in a match as important as this?
Yeah. No, much needed. I think, as a high-level athlete, you know a lot about the game yourself, of course. But it's tough when other people see things that you don't. And being able to have that second person in your corner gives you the strength to kind of take a step back, bounce ideas off. If some serves aren't working, you obviously feel your game, but especially if it's like your doubles partner who's in your corner, they know you very well, and they know your strengths and where your head is at, and they are able to often see also, where your opponent's at.
There you go, down the line shot, good for Moscoso.
Great put away.
He needed that shot to build more confidence, because we saw him after that last point that he lost. He was just had this big question mark.
Yeah, there's been, I think, 5 or 6 skips from Conrado in the last number of rallies, and so to be able to just to put one away, that's more fundamental. It reminds you, it's like, I do know how to hit the freaking ball, and I can put these balls away, right? It's a great serve down the line.
An ace serve.
And, that's the thing I think it also plays into it. If I'm Conrado, I'm thinking, Thomas is getting points here and there, but, I've gotten 3 or 4 points off of my serves. So if I get to the box, I can get 1 or 2 points here on this round. I think that plays into the mentality of maybe lackadaisical sometimes. Great overhead.
There you go. With the attack.
Fantastic.
Conrado never afraid to go to the front of the court. 10-5 now. 2 points in a row for Conrado.
Those cat-like reflexes, Conrado has an uncanny ability to stay at the front and swing away, even if it's a half swing, but put it down, either down the line or in the corner, just like that one. And it's very frustrating as an opponent against him, because you try to pass, and the balls don't go past.
Wow, another ace serve, Paul.
There you go.
Wow.
Right? And so now from 8-5, that's a 3-point difference.
Yeah.
Now it's 11-5, a 6-point difference. Right? Now, Conrado, right now, it's very important for him not to step off the gas.
No, of course not.
Because, as we get into the late part of the second game, there's momentum. Right? You don't want Thomas to find any momentum, but obviously with these serves.
That was a good setup from the back and a cross-court winner.
With
12-3. Remember, 12-5. Remember, Thomas took his timeout.
That's right.
No timeouts left for Thomas.
It was an early timeout, and now, Conrado's on the hunt, and Thomas has to be the one to put the pressure back on, and it's hard to do that when you're down 7 points in late of game 1. Great serves.
Ooh, Conrado had the whole right side of the court to himself.
Exactly, right? It's funny. You want to, you're comfortable hitting the pinches, and it's your bread and butter.
Listen, it's not just execution; it's also shot selection.
Oh yeah.
And that Conrado had the whole right side of the court to himself.
Yeah.
Never underestimate your opponent.
Yeah, exactly. Set up.
Down the line winner. That was it. That was the shot that he needed to make.
Smart balls, using the lines, opening up the court, and quick towel wipe down after Thomas goes for that diving get.
I have no doubt that maybe by the end of this game or at the beginning of the next one, the referee will order Thomas to change shirts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can anticipate that. Unless Conrado rolls every ball out, that would be a little bit easier on Thomas.
I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for watching, tuning in. Remember, like our post, share our feed, keep following us on social media throughout Super Saturday. Remember, we have semifinals this evening as well for the singles, and the doubles final is set until tomorrow.
That's right. tomorrow's doubles is going to be
Pretty cool.
going to be a great one. Excited for that. Set up for.
There you go. What a wide angle. And yeah, it's going to be Javier Mar, Rodrigo Montoya versus Conrado Moscoso and Kadim Carrasco.
It's going to be a good one.
So out of those teams, Conrado, as you can see, he's still alive in the singles,
That's
and
right.
Javier Mar is still alive in the singles. Javier Mar is going to play Andres Acuna. That's the last of the quarterfinals.
Yeah, both players tomorrow are going to be for the, for the singles matches as well. They're going to be gassed. I think it's going to be a long weekend of tough play for especially these players that we see on the court now and today. You know, they're going to have to play some stellar ball.
Whoa. He didn't take that swing. That was, safety.
Scores 14, serving 5 here.
And that is game point number 1, Paul.
Yeah. And, just like that, I think Conrado switched from lackadaisical to more focused. And, maybe he's not rolling all the balls out, but he's playing very smart now. Shot selection is better than it was before. And, that's how, it puts all that much more pressure on Thomas. Like I said, be perfect. Yeah. And Thomas hasn't been perfect, right?
Thomas, for him, it's a matter of sighting out, catching his rhythm. Conrado, of course, wants to close this one because he still has to play a semifinal. He still has to play a doubles final tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's why, big priority for Conrado.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. You knew that was coming, Paul.
Oh, gosh. Sends shivers. It's 38 feet back, and he takes a backhand over your shoulder. Splat rolls it.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after 2 minutes here between breaks, and we'll be back for game number 2 on IRT Live.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer. So it's going to be fun.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live once again here from Fullerton, California, 2025 SoCal Open Racquetball Championships. For the IRT, I'm Fabio Soto, along here with Paul Saraceno. Paul, second game, Moscoso, Carter. You know, Carter, of course, coming off a great upset versus Rodrigo Montoya yesterday in the round of 16s. So what does Carter need to do here, Paul, to take this one into a tiebreaker?
Yeah, I think he needs to be very very focused on the shots that he's hitting. He needs to be making Conrado uncomfortable. Obviously, granted, that's hard. It's going to be hard to do, right? Because he's the type of player that he's not going to want to get uncomfortable. Nobody wants to get uncomfortable, so he's going to be doing his best to do that. Yeah. But I think being smart, focusing on, maybe shooting more up to Conrado's backhand on specific serves, being more smart in that. And then I think through the rallies, if he can be a bit more focused and, whatever he's got to do, whether it's footwork or he's got to watch the ball longer or he's got to be smarter on the shots, if he can put these balls down a little bit lower, then I think he'll get some more results. But like right now, he's playing, he's playing defense, right? And he's leaving balls up. Did he make that?
Yes, he did.
As a flat rollout by Conrado. And, rallies like that, like I was saying in game one, Conrado's on the hunt and Thomas is having to run and dodge balls, so to say. Whereas if he can be a bit more, aggressive, and that doesn't mean shoot everything.
Yeah.
Just being smart. That's a great shot to get a good setup.
That was risky. That was risky. Wow.
Did he get that? I don't think so.
No, that was a double bounce.
Yeah. Two-bounce call.
Called by the referee. For me, Thomas, it's just a matter of shot selection. I think he needs to improve his shot selection because his mechanics are great.
Yeah.
He's coached by one of the best coaches of all time, Jim Winterton.
Yeah.
Which, give a shout out to Professor and Coach Winterton.
Yeah, he was my coach.
Oh, one of the best ever. And,
right.
Thomas has the right mechanics. For me, Thomas is a matter of shot selection.
Correct. Yeah. I think that's what's going to, if down the line. Okay, fine. It's a smart shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shot selection and then execution, as we were saying. It takes two of those things to be a, great player. And obviously these two are doing great things right now. But it's going to be a matter of, it gets so much harder to execute and to have the right shot selection when you're being chased by someone like Conrado Moscoso. Short serve. I anticipate a lob to the right. Nice wallpaper lob. Having the overhead, I feel like that works in doubles, but attacking the ball off the bounce when it bounces up high is a little bit harder to do. If I'm Conrado, I'm anticipating left, and that's kind of what just happened in that rally. He's able to just touch that ball back down the line. Scores his first point. Good serve. And a flat pinch in that right corner. These 1, 2, 3 rallies, and I think we've been hearing it from Kerry and Fabio this whole tournament, but however much you can get into a 3-shot rally is going to award you a lot of success.
Exactly. But you have to put yourself and your opponent in that position, though. That's a lot of ball control, shot selection.
Yeah.
But Conrado trying to get another run here. 2-0.
One, two,
set up
three
for
again.
Conrado.
Yeah. I think it's I would, if I was Thomas, priority number 1 right now is returning the serve in a way that doesn't allow Conrado to just shoot away. Very hard. Very hard to do, right? Because I was reffing Conrado and Diego Gastelum yesterday, and Conrado is just so accurate, and these serves are going so hard that it's really tough to do anything aggressive with them. And it's hard to anticipate to do something defensive.
Conrado on his feet,
That's
can't get that one. Wow.
Great. Smart. See, smart shot selection, forcing Conrado to move side to side. You know, gets Thomas the side out.
I mean, I don't know, Paul, if there is such a thing of you got to get Conrado to get tired and wear him out. I don't know if there's such a thing, but
yeah,
you know, that rally by Carter right there just, you know, proves to the point that he needs to find some sort of chink in the armor of Conrado, and just moving him from left to right, front to back seems to be the way right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's going to be the name of the game. Tire your opponent out, hit where they're not. Except with racquetball, the ball's going to come right back to them if you're not perfect. But yeah, you're right. You know, I think if Thomas can tire out, you know, I don't know if tiring out Conrado is going to be a strategy, but I think it's going to play into all the other things.
Yeah.
Get Conrado moving, you know, make sure that his footwork has to be perfect, right? Because if it's not, then he's going to yield, you know, more of those results. So we'll see how Thomas can kind of use that. Smart ball right now. Very smart.
Great hustle to the back. Moscoso waiting.
It's a great.
Wow.
Now that's what I really like to see from Thomas. Using those lines on the left, moving Conrado all the way over, and then putting that ball down the line on the right. Gets him that point number one. And I think, you know, if he can recognize that that might be the strategy to focus on, you know, this game two might go differently.
Want to remind everybody that after this match, we have the third quarterfinal, which would be Jake Bredenbeck versus Andre Parrilla. We've seen those two battle a lot of times.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a great one. It's going to be a long one.
I think so.
Second serve for Thomas here. Scores 1, serving 3. And it, you know, is he going to go for a lob Z to the forehand?
Let's see.
That's what I'm guessing. Lob Z to the forehand. I really can't say I like that choice of a serve unless it's perfect. You know, as a right side player, that's maybe my favorite shot is when someone gives me a lob Z to the right. I feel like it puts you as the server in a tough spot if it's not like a perfect serve. And obviously a lot of the pro players are just going to cut that ball off, so it's hard to get the good action that you'd get at the back. Set up for Conrado. Oh,
Moscoso just blasting that one. Wow.
It's a great shot. It was a great serve. You know, more defensive return, and Conrado's able to put that away. Four serves, 1 here.
There you go, Thomas, a little frustration right there. And just, you know, Conrado just not leaving anything to chance. He's just doing really good serves, not just blasting them, but putting the right position. And Thomas knows that, you know, it's just a matter of winning just a bit, not even a step, just half a step.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, I think the game changer on this one is going to be serves.
Yeah.
You know, I think Conrado, even if he might not be playing the greatest in shot selection or putting every ball away. Well, now he's putting every ball away.
Now he is.
That's a great shot. You know, Conrado's getting all of his points really off of a good serve, a tough return, and then, you know, putting away shot number 3. Six serves, 1 here. Coming out, I'm going to guess to the right. He's going to go drive serve right. Nope.
Whoa, Thomas slipped. Is he okay, though? Referee's checking. I think there was a wet spot probably, and Thomas slipped. But, you know, on the back, though, it's a little hard to see.
Yeah.
You know, if there was a wet spot. But be that as it may.
That's a tough. You know, you have, with Conrado's serves, you have 1 step to move left or right. And it's a hard step. So, I can't say I'm surprised of a quick, slip, unless your shoes are super grippy.
Exactly.
Right? And it's going to happen because that first step is so important. It's going to give you your second step to go and hit a ball. But yeah, that he's got a slip, and unfortunate. Gives Conrado point number 7 here in the second game. Big thanks to all of our sponsors who are helping us put on this tournament. We always appreciate their support throughout the IRT season.
Yeah, and not just, the partners, but also look at all the local sponsors that are supporting this event. I thank every one of them.
Yeah. I think it's been a while since we've had a larger pro stop at the Meridian Cube here in Fullerton.
This is a legendary club. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Tournaments here 15 years ago.
Yeah. And they have an astounding.
Blasted.
How many courts do they have?
20, about 20.
That's good. They have.
See, we're in the lower level. They're on the upper level. There's more courts.
Yeah.
So
there's
for
2 full stories of racquetball courts here in Fullerton.
Conrado to the serve.
Set up. Good get. A little around the world reset. Set up for Thomas.
That's the right
Smart,
shot.
yeah.
Thomas just cross court.
Yeah.
Love it.
Smart shot. He's getting good balls, forcing Conrado to, move it around or hit something else, and he's able to. Thomas is very athletic as well, right? So he's able to get to balls up in the front, and that makes Conrado uncomfortable.
Thomas again to the serve.
See,
that's an easy put away for Thomas. Also, want to take this opportunity, Paul, to wish a lot of luck to all the junior players that are in Dominican Republic right now, the IRF Junior Worlds. So shout out to the IRF, a shout out to all the kids, junior players of all the countries, including the U.S.
That's right.
That are right now in the Dominican Republic. Today's the first day of competition.
Yes, it is.
So hopefully we get good results. I know people that are flying from here to over there. Jordi Alonso is a coach in the Mexican national team. He's here playing.
I know.
So he leaves tomorrow to Dominican Republic.
That's right.
Adam Mania is here. He's going to go again. So, yeah, it's good luck to all the kids.
Yeah. It's going to be great, watching, seeing all the posts of Team USA, and Mexico, Bolivia, all the players there. And, it's a great experience. I always highly recommend if you're a junior in the sport and you're watching, always recommend to, hit those junior national tournaments. If they're here in California or they're out in Minnesota, wherever they may be, get to those tournaments. They're going to be fantastic ways for you to meet players who've gone all over the world.
Wow, what an exchange right there as Conrado Moscoso wins that rally.
He's getting that emotion in there as well. Wanting to finish this game out. It's important for Conrado. Like Fabio was saying, he's got a lot of games left. If he wins this, he's got a semifinal, and he's got a doubles final, and then potentially even a singles final. And so it's his priority to get out quick and fast right now. And, Thomas is keeping him here. So I can understand why that's frustrating.
Yeah. Conrado to the serve.
That's such a tough serve.
It is.
Especially for going on your non-dominant side, hitting to like a jam to Thomas's backhand. That's a tough one. It's a great serve on Conrado.
It's tough, but it's more frustrating when you know where it's going.
Oh,
and you still can't do anything about it. That's even tougher right now. And
exactly.
9 serving 2. Moscoso is on a roll here. He has a pretty comfortable lead.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does now. There he goes again.
Tough serve.
Oh, Moscoso. I don't blame him for taking that shot.
I don't blame him either.
Blame him
9-2. And
why not?
How many of those has he missed?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, if I'm Thomas, it's like I'm hoping he's going for these
Yeah.
stellar shots, and hopefully he misses them or creates an opportunity for me to shoot. Yeah.
Carter
Almost.
missing that one. I think patience is key now for Thomas. He needs to be very, very patient. Doesn't want to, you know, show those spurts of emotion right there because, you know, it throws him off. And
Yeah.
lose focus, lose energy, lose concentration.
Yeah.
Right now it's a matter of focusing, siding out, keep putting forward.
Yeah. You know, I think it's going to, you know, that'll help him. He's got to keep some of these balls lower. Some of these re-kills up in the front, they're just, you know, they're coming so fast that it is hard to control. But you know, even if you take a little pace, I thought that was short.
It seemed that way, but let's see if Thomas appeals.
Yeah. Yikes.
Is he appealing?
Does it have to be, is IRT rules, does it have to be 2 shots after, or can you appeal after the rally?
He can appeal, but, you know, he still didn't do anything.
Exactly.
You know.
That won't help his case. But, yeah.
Double digits now for MOSCOSO.
10 serves 2 here. It was a great put away, though. I mean, that's a tough one to do.
Yeah.
Falling back. Backhand pinch.
MOSCOSO to the serve.
Too high. Good get, though.
Down
Smart.
the line winner.
Yeah.
Easy shot.
Yeah. Smart shots. You know, once you're Conrado, you fall into the groove, and it's more mechanical. It's like, yeah, I got to hit the down line on this. Players on the left hit the down line right. But, you know, Thomas is forcing him to hit that, which is good, but not good enough right now. Good return. Good get. A little behind the back jumper. He killed it? Oh, almost. Just skipped at the front.
You just hear the crowd.
I know. I was like, I thought that skipped.
Right.
Would have been nice. Would have been nice. Late game in game 2 here. 12 serves 2. Conrado serving up another drive. Good get by Thomas. He wants something in that rally, but I'm not sure what. Potentially a short serve, but I don't think so on that one.
Yeah. MOSCOSO to serve again.
13 serves 2. Too high.
Down the line winner.
Yeah.
Now to the backhand. Thomas needs to pull a rabbit out of his hat. 14 serving 2. This could be match point.
Yeah, match point opportunity number 1 for Conrado. I'm guessing drive right. Was wrong again. Ooh.
There you have it,
Soft
folks.
hands.
Conrado MOSCOSO defeating Thomas Carter in 2. 15-5, 15-2 in a dominant performance, Paul.
Very, very strong.
I want to thank everyone for watching and tuning in. Remember, like our post, share our feed, and keep following us on social media. After this match, Jake Bredenbeck versus Andre Perea, and we'll be back in a few seconds with an interview from Conrado MOSCOSO here on IRT Live.
My name is Jake Brenbeck, and I play with Gearbox.